This is the high density Espalier gardener, and these are my pears. I have a total of 3 trees here, as you can tell by the trunks, and 2 of them are single type pears, and this one here is a multi-graft. So on this one I have a Bartlett that is grafted onto it here, Comice, Anjou, Hood, and Flemish Beauty. So I have a 5-in-1 grafted pear tree. Over here I have a Bartlett, and here I have a Century 2000 Asian pear. So here on the Asian pear, it's actually easier to see that there are a lot of fruiting spurs here. Let's see, focus. And it just seems like they're a little more obvious than on some of the other trees. They're espalier against the wire here, all along here, and looking down, as I showed on a different video, you can see that one branch, and this one is coming from my Bartlett. This is growing here, and it's growing side by side. I'm looking down at it. The wire is in the middle, and then the branch from the Century 2000 is on the other side. The Century 2000 is almost up to this post, and the Bartlett branch is not very far behind. So I have branches growing this way, espalier to the wire, and branches going this way as well for the Century 2000. And for the Bartlett, I have branches going that way, and there, and also on that branch. I wanted to point out that for the Bartlett, it just seems like it's a little harder to tell where the fruiting wood is compared to the fruiting wood on the Century 2000. I mean, they seem pretty obvious on the Century 2000, but if you look here, I mean, there's little flowers, and look close, it doesn't really look like a typical fruiting spur. So it just seems like the Bartlett's a little harder to tell what the fruiting wood is and what is not. So as the flowers come out a little later in the season, then I'll show a little bit of an update video to point out what the fruiting wood looks like on the Bartlett for sure, and what is just green growth. Okay, so here I have the different kinds of pears all growing on the same tree, and what I've tried to do is I've tried to leave some branches coming up from each type, and then I want to espalier branches that come off of those along the wires, so that I can have just a lot of different kinds of pears growing on it. And even though it's early in the season, the greenery is starting to come out, but it's kind of funny because it's different kinds of pears, then the greenery is coming out at different times, and the leaves all look completely different. Kind of interesting. So these are my pears. If you have any questions or comments, please post them, and I'll respond as soon as I can.